had a lot going into the show.
Let's get
One of my
into it.
hardest preps
Right.
ever. There was 4 of us lifting that gate up into the truck bed, and it got dropped, unfortunately, on my thumb. They call it a crush wound. So it comes down so hard that it basically just burst. It burst open both sides of my thumb. You
Right.
can think of it like a, I know it's a gruesome,
I
but
know,
like
I
a
can
peanut butter and jelly
already-
sandwich being
yeah.
smushed.
Wow.
Everything coming out.
Yes.
I have never experienced pain like that in my life. I went off the deep end actually after that. You know, of my entire bodybuilding career since 2012, this was my second least favorite physique that I've brought to stage. I did better in some divisions than I thought, and I didn't do as well as I thought I would in others. But it is what it is. And you know what? I'm gonna cry. I did it.
You did. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. The thumb was like 1.
Yeah.
I started having anxiety attacks.
Really?
And I've never had those in my entire life. And then all of a sudden, you know, with just personal things in my life happening, and I had a nervous breakdown. Yeah, it was bad. The entire body would start shaking, crying uncontrollably, felt like the world was ending, felt like my life was over. I love coaching. You know, I said, I want you to be better than me. And they said, well, I don't want to be better than you. And I'm like, then I don't want to coach you.
Right.
Like, I want these girls to
You've
come
said that
after me.
before.
And this competition, 2 of them actually beat me.
Yes. Talk about living off the grid.
I live far out, away from everything.
Things, people. Things.
Yeah.
You have guns and stuff, though, so that's nice.
I have a house full of guns
How many- that was
and
my
a
next
bow.
question.
He was an alcoholic, so the childhood was a lot of abuse. And I looked up at him and I said, what is it, Daddy? And he said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for every way I treated you and mistreated you. And that was it. Like, that's all I needed. So I've always been competitive. I grew up doing sports and horse showing, and I love how it pushes me, and it was something that was never on my radar. I love bodybuilding because of the performance.
Right.
There's something about being able to climb 7,000 feet in elevation and stand at the top of a mountain and feel so small, but feel so seen. If it was the only reason I did this competition, it was worth it. Because she said, Mom, I saw you fall apart. I saw your body break down. I saw you shake. I saw you cry. I saw you doubt yourself. But what I saw was you battle. I saw you face it.
Yes.
I saw you overcome it. I saw you win. And I saw how to fight it myself.
She is an Athlete Entrepreneur Magazine cover girl. She was a 6-time IPL Pro Champion. We're going to have to update that today. Teresa Moss, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Ben. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for being here. The show yesterday.
Yeah.
How did it feel?
It was a good show. I've never had a bad show with the IPL. You always
Nice.
run an excellent show. It was great. I did better in some divisions than I thought, and I
Right.
didn't do as well as I thought I would in others.
That's how it goes. That
It is.
happens. That happens.
Yeah.
You were heading into that show a 6-time IPL Pro Champion,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Let's update that. You'll probably be able to update that better than me, but can you? And if you can't, that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's...
Sometimes people can't.
Yeah.
Much.
I just went up to 7.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
so
wondering
it would have been 8 if I would have taken the Fitness Angels class. It would have
Okay.
been 9 if I would have taken the evening gown class. So,
Nice.
you know, those are the classes that I'm like, okay, I think I might, you know, have these, and then, you know, just doesn't turn out that way.
You are now a 7-time IPL Pro
Yes,
Champion.
because I entered the amateur sports model, won, jumped in the pro class, and won the pro class.
Right.
So
You had an injury coming into this show.
I had a lot going into
Yeah,
the show.
let's
It's
get
one of my
into it.
hardest preps
Right.
ever.
So, well, is the thumb injury even at the top of the list of challenges? That's just what sticks out to me.
It is up there just because
Right.
it happened right in the center of my prep, and
Right.
it, you know.
Let's start there
Yeah.
because I remember you sent me. I am squeamish a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you know, you sent.
It
me
was
some,
rough.
You sent me some pics of the
I
injury.
did.
Fresh,
I did.
fresh flesh.
Pics.
Talk about that.
Yeah, so in the wintertime, I do snow removal. I
Right.
drive a dump truck and operate a loader and in Alaska. And I was having some issues with my gate on my dump truck bed. And this particular night, it had fallen off again. And in the process of picking it up and putting it in the back of my dump truck to take it back to the shop, there was 4 of us lifting that gate up into the truck bed, and it got dropped, unfortunately, on my thumb. And thank God that it wasn't broke, it wasn't dislocated, but they call it a crush wound. So it comes down so hard that it basically just
Pops
burst.
yeah.
It burst open both sides of my thumb. You
Right.
can think of it like I know it's gruesome, but
know,
like
I
a
can
peanut butter and jelly
already-
sandwich being
yeah.
smushed,
Wow.
everything coming out.
Did it hurt? Is that a silly question?
You know what? Not at first. I just thought it felt like, when you slam your thumb in the door.
Right. Well, that
And
hurts.
It does,
For
but
the
it's
first couple
like,
seconds, it doesn't until it rushes in.
yeah. So, and I think the adrenaline, is what hit. And then I just wanted to get all of my dump trucks back on the road and back to work. So I was like, no, I'm good. Because they saw it happen. I'm like, no, I'm fine. It wasn't until I got in my dump truck that just the pain, the sheer pain. And I have never experienced, and I have gone through some serious pain.
Yes.
I have never experienced pain like that in my life.
What did you do immediately? Did you wrap that? Like, what did you just went back to work?
No, I sat in my dump truck for a minute. I just tried to not disassociate from the pain. And I just was like, you need to feel this. And then I just was like, you need to do something. You need to react. Don't hold
But
it
I mean,
in.
there was blood.
I had a glove on.
So you didn't even know how serious?
I didn't know how bad it was.
Yikes.
So I just let out this big scream,
Sure.
and then I took my glove off because I was like, you got to look at it. I did see the blood. I put my glove back on, shoved it up into my armpit, and just to keep pressure on it. And the dump truck that I was driving that night just happened to be an automatic. They make automatic dump trucks now. So drove myself to the shop, dropped off my dump truck, got in my pickup, and drove myself to the emergency room.
That was 3 weeks out? How many weeks out?
Yeah, it was about
3 weeks?
about 4 weeks out, which I couldn't lift at all.
Right.
And then even after that, the pain in my thumb, I still, it was only a week ago that I was able to start
Let's
lifting
see.
a
Let's
dumbbell.
See the thumb. I didn't even ask you to see this whole
Yeah,
time.
so here and
Stitches?
then here. Yes, stitches.
How many?
I think 7 and 4,
Okay.
and the 4 on this side, this side of my thumb would not go numb, so I had to get those stitches without any.
So you're going to have that's leaving a wound.
Oh
leaving a
yeah.
Scar.
Oh yeah, I have scars on both sides of my thumb. You
Right.
can see that one. And
Do
I
you have
can't.
scars all over your body?
It's still pretty swollen.
Some different. Do you have scars over your body? From
Oh yeah, I've got my knee from my ACL
right,
repair.
duh.
I've got a horse bite wound here. So I've got a hoof print here. The back of my head's all
Okay.
whacked out.
So
where I
this
got-
is fine. So we're fine.
Oh yeah, we're fine.
You're not the kind of person that gets a scar like this and oh my god.
No.
Yeah.
No. My big thing is,
The movement.
is the movement. I still can't bend it all the way, but the tendons seem to be all right. I think there's just some scar tissue in there.
How's it feel now?
It's still tingly. It's numb right here. I am just now able to lift a dumbbell, but I can't go super heavy because of the pressure right here. It's still pretty painful.
Wow.
So
So what did you do with prep? Like how were you able to continue prepping?
I went off the deep end actually after that.
In what way?
Oh, I threw my nutrition plan out the window.
Comfort food, basically?
Yeah, and I was just like, what's the point? And I was gonna not do the competition.
Obviously. That had to be a big consideration.
Yeah, and then working nights really was throwing off my circadian rhythm, and so I was having a hard time getting to the gym to begin with.
You take time off after this?
After this competition?
After this injury?
Yeah, I do have some time off before the glacier opens up, and then we start, out on the glacier.
But right after the injury to the thumb, did you take days off of work or you're back at work?
No, they put me in the loader because in the dump truck, you have a button that you have to push.
You're a tough girl.
Yeah.
You're a tough girl.
Yeah, the loader, you don't really need your thumb. It's
Right.
just a back and forth with
You
the
might be
thumb.
tougher
so
than
it's
me.
okay. Yeah.
So you went off the deep end with
I did. Bought a little bit of, the mental
Right.
part of it. When your life is in the gym and competing and doing what you love.
Well, work legs.
Oh, I did.
Right.
Yeah.
Calves and hammies.
Yeah.
You could even, those cable machines, you can even put like a strap on and just.
Yeah. For the first 10 days, I couldn't do anything because of the stitches. I did take my stitches out myself.
Yeah, of course. See, that's tough to me. That's tough, Cookie.
Yeah, I'm like, why would I go?
I ain't taking those
why would I
stitches.
go pay $500
Okay,
have
well,
someone
then,
else
yeah,
do
well,
it when
yeah.
I can just do it myself?
And you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Why? What's the background there?
I had horses and dogs and rabbits and just all kinds of animals growing up, and
I mean, we're
you
animals,
just,
right?
You just did, if your horse needed something, you just did it yourself.
Is there an education or anything for that, or you just learn, on the job?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not you don't have like a veterinary license.
Rambo.
Yeah,
I watched
right,
a lot of Rambo.
Yeah, yeah. That stuff can help. So you're not like no veterinary license or anything like that?
No.
Geez, what else? Give me another one. So this injury. Wait, actually, let's go back to that. So at what point were you like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this show.
I started to tell myself, like, I'm a coach.
Yes.
Like, I'm training these girls with Lynette to
Yes.
do this competition, and what example am I setting? It's not about winning all the time. It's about what you're going
showing
through
up.
and the follow through, the showing up, and completing it. I have this thing that I used to say all the time, and it's burn the boat. And you have a goal, and that goal is on Goal Island.
Right.
And so you take your boat out to Goal Island, and you burn
it
the
down
boat.
so you can't.
You cannot get off that island
Well,
until
this is
you
another
complete
term.
the goal.
It's like burn the bridge, not with other people, but similar thing.
Yeah, and I was like, no,
That's what I did with the IPL. Not that we're talking about me.
Right.
There is no boat back.
Right. You
got
gotta
to
go.
Real.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
And I knew, like, this is, of my entire bodybuilding career since 2012.
Right.
This was my second least favorite physique that I've brought to stage. But it is what it is. And you know what? I'm gonna cry. I did it.
You did. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. The thumb was like 1.
Yeah. I didn't think you were competing. You sent me them pictures. I was like, dang, we lost one. We lost a soldier.
I was 143 pounds, which is the heaviest I've been in a long time.
On stage?
No.
Oh.
Before, like, I really, like, got my head in the game, and I was like, I got to do this.
You popped up in weight after the injury?
I popped back up, yeah.
What?
I started the prep at 143, and then I got down to about 137, and then I went back up, and then I came back down. Yeah. And I was still, I don't know, probably 7 pounds above stage weight.
I mean, you looked good on stage. It wasn't like, I'm sure not for yourself. Or
Not for
you
myself.
had your own goals and things, but you looked, you belong there.
Yeah.
Physique-wise. So give me another one. What else happened? We don't have to talk about all the things.
No, we can talk about all the things. Like, this is
inspirational.
Life, right?
Yes.
I started having anxiety attacks.
Really?
And I've never had those in my entire life.
You're gonna get me talking. This ain't even my interview.
Yeah.
You're gonna get me talking.
And I didn't know what it was. And I've got my 2 daughters that from time to time they'll struggle, and I'm like, gosh, and trying to help them through that, but not knowing how to help them through. And then all of a sudden, with just personal things in my life happening, and I had a nervous breakdown.
Physically?
For 8 days, I didn't want to leave.
Physical?
Oh, yeah, it was bad. The entire body would start shaking, crying uncontrollably, felt like the world was ending, felt like my life was over.
A nervous breakdown. This is different from the anxiety attack?
It
or
is.
These the same? So you had both of these?
It was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the anxiety. You had attack. Like, what was your experience? What was that like?
Well, here's the thing: is that's what I thought I was experiencing was like anxiety.
Right.
But it's my nervous system. My nervous system is shot. Yeah. And I'm not afraid to say it. Like I've been in counseling.
Right.
And that's what my plan is after this is to focus on getting my nervous system healed.
Right.
Yeah.
You have a plan or a process?
Oh, yeah.
That's all. Yeah, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, and, the big thing is, like, facing the things that are coming up, I've been really good since childhood of internalizing.
Yes.
And never learned how to regulate my emotions. And so, being 54 and going, oh. And I could, like, look away and not deal with this stuff, but I'm looking at my 4 kids going, if I didn't know how to regulate my emotions, chances are my kids didn't learn either.
Right.
So I have to learn to do this.
Right.
And I'm going to say this about this weekend because since I got here off the plane, my nervous system has still like gone wonky. I'll just start shaking out of nowhere, crying. And I've got my youngest with me on this trip.
Yes, sweetheart.
And so she's witnessed.
And this weekend even.
Yes, she has. The entire, we're sharing a room.
Well, thank you for being here. Jeez.
And this is what she said to me, Ben, and if it was the only reason I did this competition, it was worth it. Because she said, Mom, I saw you fall apart. I saw your body break down. I saw you shake. I saw you cry. I saw you doubt yourself. But what I saw was you battle. I saw you face it.
Yes.
I saw you overcome it. I saw you win. And I saw how to fight it myself.
And that means everything.
Everything.
If there's one thing, you could take one thing away, that's
everything.
It. Yes.
It's about my kids.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah. So if it's, there's this thing that I've seen on Instagram. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it where, you've got this lion walking. It's a female lion. She's got a little cub walking with her. And it says, I thought about quitting until I remembered who's watching.
Right.
My kids watch me. The girls that I coach on my team are watching me.
Right. Let's talk about that. Not to shift, but let's get a little happy stuff in here. We can even go back. Let's roller coaster it.
Sure. That's been my life. Yeah. I'm good with the roller coaster.
So you're a coach.
I am a coach.
And you coached athletes this weekend.
Yeah.
Talk about that experience.
You know what?
Just being a coach and this weekend.
Yeah. I love coaching. Right. I do. And that was another thing where I'm so thankful for Lynette, because this last prep with these girls, I was a little bit more MIA. On the team a little bit. On the team, yeah. And
you can do that.
Yeah.
That's what it takes.
Yeah. So I'm grateful that the girls have been understanding of that. I love coaching. I tell all these girls that I asked one a few years ago. I said, I want you to be better than me. And they said, well, I don't want to be better than you. And I'm like, then I don't want to coach you.
Right.
Like, I want these girls to come after me.
Right.
And I tell them, come after me. And this competition, 2 of them actually beat me.
Yes. Is that the first time that's happened?
It is the first time
that
it's
one of your,
happened.
I thought maybe before, no?
No.
Wow. What does that feel like? Proud.
I'm proud because I can look at them and go, the body that beat me is a body I created.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, not
I
like,
get it.
You know what I'm saying?
You coached. And
that was my workout plan that they did.
Right.
Those muscles are I had a say in that.
Right.
I'm ecstatic. I love it. I love sharing the stage. Jumping into that pro class and having to go up against Rhonda. Mm-hmm. That
fun.
Was so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. I love that.
Yeah.
And that was actually the only class that I was like, I love winning, obviously. Who doesn't love winning? But in my heart, I was like, man, I wish she would have beat me.
Yeah.
That's
awesome. You've also head judged at IPL shows.
I love judging.
You're great. You're a great judge.
Thank you.
Mark's great. You're great.
Yeah.
You've got like a knack for it. Why are you so good at judging? Maybe the answer might be obvious, but.
I don't
You're really
know.
Good. You're really good at it.
Yeah, thank you.
Is it an instinct? You just know what?
I think it's
you know what
because
the people want?
I think it's because I've been around it for so long. That whether you're in a competition or you're sitting in the audience watching, you pick up on things that you're like, oh, that's not working, or you're like, ooh, if I was doing that, I would try to do this or do that better, I don't know.
Competing or judging? Which would you prefer?
It depends.
On the mood.
Yeah, you know what? Like I can take a step back and go, I would have much rather judged this weekend, Right. But I'm glad.
Too many athletes in the show for that too.
But I'm glad that I competed, with how it all, what it was for. I know.
You mentioned that you prepped on gas station food or something like that.
Oh yeah, no, there was no prep. It was terrible. Was my worst prep. Yeah.
Why the gas station food? Just because you're on the road, or you just like that stuff?
Yeah, when you're working nights, and like you're driving and there's
prep.
Yeah, but here's what happens is you have to use the bathroom because you're drinking all this water, or you have to fill up your gas tank in the dump truck, and so you're pulling into the Circle K because there's only one Circle K that we can use the bathrooms during the middle of the night.
Right.
And, they're hauling in the fresh pastries and these amazing banana chocolate chip muffin.
Gas station food throughout the back end of this prep.
Yeah, it was terrible. I did nothing right.
You wear it well.
I did nothing
Well, you wear it
right.
well. Maybe good genetics or what?
I guess. I don't know. I don't think so.
What's your gas station food? Maybe you just said, but gas station food preference. Like what's the item or the foods that you eat?
It's these
pastries.
It was either donuts or these. They're banana chocolate chip muffins.
So you have a sweet tooth.
Oh yeah.
You're not eating like the hot dog brat.
No, I'm eating
Cheese filled.
cookies,
Right.
chocolate chip cookies,
Yeah.
the donuts, the muffins, the Coke Zero.
You talk about living off the grid.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
I live far out away from
Things,
everything.
people, and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this winter, my pipes froze and I had to go down and chop a hole in the ice with the chainsaw and get water out of the lake in the house. Yeah.
You're tougher than me. So yeah, you also are very outdoorsy.
Yes.
So living off the grid, I guess, is kind of par for the course.
I think so. Yeah. It's just,
I like to live out in the rural kind of outskirts, but I don't want to be off the grid. I don't think.
Yeah.
You have internet? You have to have
I
internet.
do. I have Starlink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been amazing and wonderful. I love living out there. It's peaceful. I do miss the conveniences. That was another thing that made this prep hard. It's about an hour and a half total drive time just to go to the gym. So it's, now that I'm
Local
out.
store, local mart or anything? Or?
No, there's a little general store about 12 miles up the road. But
You have guns and stuff, though, so that's nice.
I have a house full of guns.
How many? That was
and
my
a
next
bow.
question.
Yeah.
My next question. How many guns do you have?
4, 5,
Decent.
5.
Handguns, pistols.
Mostly
and
handguns,
yeah.
9mm, 10mm, yeah, and then I have my hunting
The
rifle.
Glock. You
Yes,
got a Glock, right?
yeah.
Glizzy. Do they
Glocks.
call it that?
Glocks are what I have.
They call it the Glizzy in Alaska. You ever heard
I've
that
never
one?
heard that.
The
Yeah.
Gliz.
Yeah, I've got a 9mm, a 10mm, yeah, and then I've got my hunting rifle. I have a bow.
You recently lost your father.
I did, right after the November competition. Yeah. That I almost left
Right.
because I found out
Yeah.
the day before the competition that he was in the hospital.
And you said he would have wanted you to stay. Or he did.
I called
Yes.
him and said I was coming home, and he told me, no, I need you to stay there and win. And I did,
Yes.
and I went home and lost him a couple weeks later.
Talk about your father.
He's
You were close.
yeah.
Yeah, close, cool.
No, you know
Really?
what? Yeah, he was a slope dad.
What is that?
He worked on the North Slope.
Got it.
So back then, but he did some amazing things. He walked in the procession for JFK's funeral. He was one of the first workers up on the North Slope when the oil started coming up out there, and he literally drove a dozer from Anchorage all the way up to the top of Alaska, no road. An airplane would fly over every 3 days and drop off supplies to him as he was driving this dozer
Wow.
through the wilderness. He would have to push snow into the rivers to make his own bridge to get across these rivers,
Right.
all by himself. I mean, he did some pretty amazing things, but absent father. He was not around. Yeah.
So
I showed horses my entire childhood until the time I was 18, and it was I was 18, and it was my very last horse show as far as like competing and doing all that, and that was the only horse show he came to.
so I was going to assume that you got a lot of your toughness from him, but
My mom,
your mom,
100%.
you had a tough dad and a tough mom.
I did.
You were going to be tough. You had no choice.
Yeah.
Wow. So why did the death of your father impact you so much? Is it just the fact of the loss, or?
When I was taking care of my dad,
So you took care of him.
I did.
You just felt the obligation or felt the passion to
I
do that?
no, you know what? Like I'm a woman of faith, and the Bible says very clearly, honor your mother and father.
Yes.
And I wanted to honor him. And even though he had Alzheimer's, I went out to see him one evening and just check on him, and he actually came into his, right mind. And
For a moment?
For a moment. And he did something I never expected him to do. He was an alcoholic. So the childhood was a lot of abuse.
So when he was around, he was absentee, but then when he was around, he was not being nice.
No.
Right.
No. But during that time, all of a sudden, he looked at me. He used to call me TC. There's only 2 people in my entire life that called me TC, and my dad was one of them. And he sat up and he said, TC. And I looked up at him, and I said, what is it, Daddy? And he said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for every way I treated you and mistreated you. And then he just kind of disappeared again. And that was it. Like, that's all I needed.
I was just going to say that. That must have been some extreme closure. We're not talking about me, but if my dad told me that,
Yeah.
told me that he realized what he did and that he was sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, I never got that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It is.
And I understand what it means to want that.
It meant everything
Yes.
to me.
Yes, I get it.
Because I never felt like I was worth anything.
Well, you know that you are, obviously. At what point did you feel, or did you know that you were? Did you realize, you know what, I am? Did that take a while? Adulthood?
I still don't think I'm there.
And I can say all kinds of things about how you are and all the rest of it, and I'm
Right.
sure you appreciate that, but that doesn't fix what it is.
Right, because for people, it's an internal thing,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
you
Mental,
can tell me
internal.
something till
Yeah.
I'm blue in my
Right.
face.
You
know?
can even
It's
know
like,
it's true
yeah.
and still not accept
Right,
it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really crazy to me that it's like it's been since my mom passed away 6 years ago that like this journey of healing, like, okay.
Well, you're on the journey.
Yeah, but like it really started then when my mom passed
Right.
away because she was like the anchor. Like I'm like everyone that knows me, like I'm just like this kite and I'm like up in the air, just flying around like woohoo,
Yeah.
like just gung ho all the time, like spontaneous, let's go.
Yeah.
And my mom
That's why we love you.
my mom was the one that kept me grounded,
Mm-hmm.
right? She was the holder of my kite string. Like she wanted me to fly and encouraged me all the time.
But just not go off
But
on
she
Totter's
never,
face.
right. So when she passed away, like I felt like I was just in this incredible hurricane without any grounding.
Wow.
And it just like set me on this path of like, whoa.
And are you back to earth, or where are you now?
I mean, I'm good. I've always been good.
Right.
But it's like seeing the things that I know need healing. And like I said before, it's not about me. It's about my kids.
Right.
Like I know my parents did the best they could.
Right.
With what they went through in their childhood, right? And all we can do is
We have a lot of similarities.
all we can do is try to do a little bit better, right?
Or a lot of bit if we can.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you say to someone who's in a dark season? Do you have advice for people? Are you like that? I'm sure you do. You coach, and I'm sure your girls and your team, they deal with stuff, and you gotta come in there and
I think
work them through it.
I think for me, it's been my faith and trust in God. And having a support system, whether it's your pastors or, your friends. I have a lot of acquaintances.
Right.
I don't have very many friends.
I know the feeling.
Yeah. But like today, Rhonda and Lynette and our amazing friend Autumn were all standing in a little group, and it was like they didn't have to say anything, but it's the love and support from the people that got you.
Right.
They got you. They're there to like speak the truth
in
love, even if it's not something that you want to hear.
Right.
And they're also there to say, you're going to be okay.
Right.
Because that's the big thing. Like, that's what I want people to know.
Right.
You're going to be okay.
Yeah. What does competing do for you throughout all this?
It keeps me from getting fat.
Right. Okay. But it does other things too.
It does.
And maybe the answer is, again, obvious, what it does.
Well, no,
Talk about how that impacts you or what,
I have always been highly competitive. Like I was showing horses at 2 years old. My mom was doing a lead line class with me, right? So I've always been competitive. I grew up doing sports and horse showing and, so it's the competitive aspect of it. I love how it pushes me. And it was something that was never on my radar.
In terms of what? Competing?
Yeah.
Like back in the day or something?
No.
Right.
Like I literally, this is how it all started. I saw a picture of myself that...
you didn't like?
Well, yeah. And I was standing there and I literally, like I should send it to you to post. I have 3 rolls of fat.
Right? Like me now, yeah.
and I'm dipping a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a glass of milk.
Yum.
And I was looking at that picture and I was like, what happened to me? Because I was always
When was
this was when I had turned 40 after, 4 kids. And I was like, whoa, what happened to me? And I got this Groupon for this 30-minute boot camp. And so I started doing this boot camp workout.
Is that when your fitness journey started at
Yeah.
40? Well,
Yeah.
I think you were like a freaking teenage bodybuilder or something.
No.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so and what happened this particular day is because the instructor of this boot camp class was the only person that did the classes. So if he was sick, the studio would close down. So he was out for like 4 days. So we're all mad because we're paying for a membership and we want to work out.
Right.
So when he finally shows back up, I mouthed off to him and I said, you should have called me. I could have handled it.
Yeah. Why doesn't that surprise me?
That's the alligator mouth overloading the mockingbird boop, booty. So he said, okay, be here tomorrow at 4:30. And I was like, oh. And that's what started the journey.
Nice.
Because it was not long after that I was working his booth at this fitness expo. That Autumn approached me. I've been friends with Autumn. She was one of the first people I was one of the first people she met when she moved to Alaska.
Right.
And anyway, yeah, she was like, you need to be doing that. And I was like, doing what? And she pointed at the stage, and I was like, oh, bodybuilding. That looks kind of fun. So 2 weeks later,
That's awesome.
jumped on the stage, and that's where I met Lynette.
Nice.
And here we are.
Beautiful. You do so many divisions. Do you have a favorite? What's your favorite division?
I love bodybuilding because of the performance.
Right.
And I mean,
Which you were amazing yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the performance
People
part of
people
that.
don't really do that so much anymore. That reminds me. That's like a throwback. That
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
With the costume and the theatrics of it. People
Yeah.
don't really do that anymore.
Yeah.
That used to be happening more back in the days. That kind
Yeah.
of thing. That's where you get it from.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does that feel being up there doing that?
I
You're a
love
performer in that sense.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, showing the horses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you don't have so bodybuilding's your favorite.
I do love the bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then that's such a difference from Fitness Angels or
Yes.
swimsuit model. You've done evening gown. What
Yes.
haven't you done?
I haven't done bikini model.
But you've done swimsuit model.
I did
So
swimsuit model.
Samesies, same
Yeah.
thing pretty much.
Yeah.
But you technically haven't done that.
Yeah.
But you've done the posing for it.
Yeah.
So that's the only division you haven't competed in.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? Seal the deal.
Oh, I'm going to. I plan
Right,
on it.
right.
I
Of course,
plan on it.
of course.
Yeah. Yeah. I just knew my physique wasn't going to be where it needed to be for this competition
How
to
do you
do
keep
that.
it all together with posing and even at a show, on stage, at a show, backstage, whatever, but just competing in all the divisions? I guess you don't really do them all in the same show per se.
Yeah.
You'll do like 3, 4, but they're bodybuilding to swimsuit model to Fitness Angels. These are different divisions.
They are.
How do you keep it together? How do you keep it together?
I think it's with the repetitiveness of, like our girls, we meet once a week and do posing practice online. So we're all on like a FaceTime,
Right.
if you will. And I think it's just the repetitiveness of helping others with their posing that it helps solidify it in my own mind, like this is what this is and this is what that is. I think that's pretty much what it is for me. And it helps that with the IPL, a lot of the posing, like the posing for, say, bikini model, or
and
just bikini, not bikini model, but bikini is the same as evening gown. You know what I mean? So,
Well, bikini is not necessarily the same as evening gown.
but you know what I mean, like the base for it.
Bikini model and swimsuit model
Yes.
are literally the same.
The same.
Bikini model, swimsuit model, Fitness Angels.
Yes.
kinda,
Yeah.
Evening gown, even evening
So
gown.
they're similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some of the divisions are very, very similar.
Right.
Who's one of your biggest inspirations?
Oh, geez. My biggest inspirations.
People or person? Who inspires you? Some people say no one sometimes. I've had that.
I think a lot of people
Okay.
inspire
So
me.
you're on
That's
that
the
end of it,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm inspired by Rhonda on our
Right.
team. I'm more inspired by the people that have to push through some serious stuff.
Yeah, I
Those
love
are the
that too.
people that inspire me.
Me too.
Yeah.
Or that just have these stories that you look up at them on stage and you'd
Yeah.
never know.
You would never know.
Even like you'd never know. Who knew? Who knows? I mean, I know a little. We talk a little bit, but
We do.
But a lot of people don't know what you go through and what you're
No.
dealing with.
No.
Describe the IPL in 3 words. This is the challenge.
Ooh.
It's a challenge. Just 3 words, no hyphen. Well, actually, you can hyphen it. Is that technically a word, a hyphenated word?
Hyphenated word, maybe.
If you needed to.
Yeah. 3 words for the IPL. Outstanding.
Nice.
I want to say uplifting.
Yeah.
Because I do. I feel uplifted
Nice.
after competition. I really do. And it's not going into, it's the after, right? How do I feel leaving this?
Yes.
Even when I don't place as well as I thought I should have or whatever, like how do I still feel, right? So it's uplifting. And I don't know how to describe, I don't know if there's a word for it, but I've said this before. I love how you give a voice to your athletes.
Yes.
Where it's not just like, okay, here's your medal, here's your tiara, you know, where's your registration for the next show? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you give us a voice, you want to know about the realities of real life, like, you know?
I mean, imagine if I didn't, like, that. You have to do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what are we doing? What is this?
Right.
What's next for you?
The glacier is, you know, so I'll be guiding some overnight trips on the glacier, just glacier work, outdoor guiding back in Alaska. My real estate business with Hayden Outdoors is really starting to pick up. I've got things waiting for me when I get home.
How many jobs do you have?
How many jobs do I have? Well, I'm a personal trainer, so I have my own business doing that.
Let's count them.
Okay, so there's the personal training.
Yes.
Then there's the coach of this team, so that's 2.
Those are 2 different things.
They are 2 different things.
Okay.
Yep. Then I have my real estate. And then I have the outdoor guiding. That's my business. Yeah. And then I have outbound heli.
5.
Yep. And then in the wintertime I do the
What banged up your thumb?
Yeah, the snow removal. So the dump trucker and loader.
Right.
Yeah.
6. Wow. Which is your favorite, or do you even think of it like that? Do you think about it like that? Yeah, you have to actually. You got to think about it.
Anything outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hardest part.
Even more than the gym.
Yeah.
Where you're getting exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just something about the outdoors that, I don't know, it's everything to me.
Right.
There's something about being able to climb 7,000 feet in elevation and stand at the top of a mountain and feel so small, but feel so seen. It's something that I can't describe. Like I can literally be driving and be surrounded by mountains and then just look at these mountains. And I don't know how to describe what it feels like to get hugged by mountains, because that's what it feels like to me, is getting a hug.
Wow.
It's
You also,
indescribable.
There's an element of danger to some of the things that you do. Do you have fear?
Growing up, no. When I started having kids, yes. I stopped doing everything.
Well, fear for the family,
No, it wasn't fear it was fear of leaving my kids without a mom.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So if you can imagine me quilting, that's what I started to do, quilting.
Yeah.
And I
that didn't last long.
Started a cake business.
Right. I remember that.
So I was doing wedding cakes, birthday cakes, baking and all of that. And then once my youngest, at 17, she decided to move to Dutch Harbor and work in a coffee shop. And I was like, well, she's out of the house. She's, so that, once that empty nest thing hit,
I'm getting back to the danger.
I'm like, I'm getting back to who I am.
Right.
'Cause,
so you don't have fear of injury, or you'll get injured again. You'll push it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Be careful. We need you healthy.
Yeah. I mean, and I am. I'm like, I do try to be super cautious, but
cautious danger.
My thing is like, I never want to look back on my life and say, man, I wished I would have done that.
Yes, I know the feeling.
Because like literally, I could die today.
Yeah. I
literally could.
Right.
So I just want to do it all. My mom passed away in her early 70s.
Which is young.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay. At the time my mom passed away, I was 50.
Right.
I'm like, I don't have much time left. And I need to get back to me and remember who I am outside of being the mother and all of that stuff. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Strong interview. Not so much about the bodybuilding and stuff, but this is who you are.
It's who I am.
I appreciate you. You're a big part of this organization.
Oh, thank
when
you,
did you start in the IPL? Do you have the year?
No.
It's a half a decade.
It's been about 5 or 6 years for sure.
You're like a staple here. We appreciate you. We love you.
Love the IPL.
Teresa Moss. I have a gift for you.
What?
got a gift for you. You're a hat wearer.
I love hats.
You're a hat wearer.
I wear the IPL hat that I got before.
It's nice and fresh.
Yes.
Open that thing up.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that gift wrap paper.
You have
Show
to know. This is my favorite color.
Is it?
It is.
Which would be aqua? Is it?
Yeah, it's like that electric blue.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
our brand. It's our brand.
Love it.
This is the first time I have.
Oh, I love it. And it's
given
the
this
low
out.
profile.
Yeah. It's the first time I've given this out, actually.
Love it.
Giving them out today, but this is the first time.
Let's get this.
I'm wearing mine.
Yeah.
Let's just show that thing. Show that thing to the people.
Let's get this thing at home and get it on some
You're amazing.
Alaska mountains.
Teresa Moss, you're amazing. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Ben.
Here's to many more years. Obviously, I'll be following your story.
Yeah.
I'll be keeping up with you. Teresa Moss. Where can people find you? Do you want to?
Oh, yeah, I would love
Yeah.
that. I would
Throw
love to
something out there.
connect. Yeah,
Throw something out
and
there.
even if someone sees this and
Yeah.
wants to ask me questions about, how
Where
I'm
would
getting
someone
through
go?
stuff.
Someone wants to hit you up. Where do they go?
Everything is Alaska Mountain Gypsy.
We're even gonna. I'll post that. We'll
Yeah,
post that
so
on the screen.
yeah,
so like the Instagram,
Instagram,
the TikTok,
TikTok,
in it?
YouTube. It's all Alaska Mountain Gypsy.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, all one word. My Facebook is the only thing that's under my name,
Right.
and those are close people. I don't.
Right.
I tend
Yeah,
to
I like-
keep that
yeah,
more family, family friends. Yeah,
All my stuff is IPL. That's all I do. So.
yeah.
That's awesome. Teresa Moss. We love her. She's amazing. I am Ben Yosef. This is the IPL podcast. If you guys want more interviews like this and stuff that's fun like this, click here. All right. We'll see you at the next one, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Peace.